Hello, it's Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor, and the Webtalk Legends host on this podcast, where we're going to bring value. We're going to make sure that those that come on this Webtalk Legends podcast are going to share their story, share their business, and you're going to learn and grow, and we're all going to do this together. Webtalk, if you are interested, those that are watching, if you're interested and you're in Web Talk and you want to share your story, you want to get outside your comfort zone, reach out to me. I would love to bring you onto this platform, onto this podcast, so that you can share your story. And we want to get started. Let me bring on my guest, Charlie Oross. There he is. What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Shawn? How you doing, man? Thanks for
I'm
having
doing.
me today.
Thank you for taking time out today and
Absolutely.
being with us today. We are all over the world. We have a variety of people. I have some people popping in right now. I want to share some love to Deanna. We have Leveraging Legends. That is Scott Gerard, all the way in Australia. What's going on? Thanks so much for joining us, guys. And want to remind those that are watching, drop a comment. I love the algorithm. If on YouTube, where are you watching from? Drop that in the comments below. If you're popping on later, I would love to. I'm going to remind them again because it's important to find out where they are and where we are, helping other people. Now, Charlie, can you give us a little intro of who you are and what you do? Did I lose you?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to repeat. Yeah, you froze
No
on me
worries,
there.
man. If you can do us a
That's okay.
favor and give
Yeah.
us an intro of who you are and what you do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my name is Charlie Oross. I am. I've a man of many hats over the years. I actually have a marketing business. I do social media marketing, mostly focusing on real estate marketing at the current time, with a myriad of services. I have been in the medical field for the past 10 years, where I'm a registered respiratory therapist. And so, doing that for the last 10 years, I was able to kind of start my business with the marketing about 4 years ago. And so, the pandemic hit 2 years ago, and like everybody, we just all really took a hit. Many people lost a lot of business and lost a lot of friends and family, and I did too. I mean, I lost some friends, and I definitely lost a bunch of business right at the beginning. But you know, unfortunately and fortunately, um, my business was a side hustle. So I, re-
Yes.
yeah. So I just relied on working at the hospital, for put the bread on the table and do the right things.
Love that, man. I appreciate you being here. Yes, a lot of us here have a 9 to 5, and you have that side hustle. It's something that gets you to pay off certain things. Maybe you have trips you want to go on. There's things you want to improve in your life. That's why you have these side hustles, and it can get to the point that that side hustle becomes your now main job, which I don't like. Job career is always a good thing.
Exactly.
Job just above, what is it,
Yeah.
just over broke, they always talk about. But it's
Yeah,
important.
just multiple, but it's about multiple streams of income.
Hmm.
If you're able to do that, and if you have the vision for it, then and you manifest it, it can come to pass. Okay, you have to make it happen, and the only way you're going to do that is if you stay in action, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Being in action. I talk about that a lot. And I know a lot of people that are popping on right now, they are afraid of things too. They have a fear of things. What happens if I do this? Or am I going to get comments? Or I don't want to do video because I don't like the way I look. I'm afraid. But I share, do it. Don't go back and edit things. Don't go back and tweak things. If I didn't say something right? Because you're human. That's a good thing to
Yeah.
be making mistakes. But taking action, that's where you're going to find the massive growth that we're all looking for.
Yeah. I agree with that. Just doing it. It's hard. I mean, even for me at this stage, I've been doing this for a few years. I've always been a ham, so I have no problem jumping on camera. But just do it little bits, and the more you do it, the more acclimated you get to it, and the more confidence that you build in yourself. And like you were saying about, going back and editing things, that's not so much a bad thing. Like you can take what you've done and create excerpts and put something together later on.
Oh, I
Like
definitely
I
agree
tend to
with
do that
that.
with one of my, yeah.
And
Well,
what do they
you
say?
take client testimonials. Hmm? Go ahead.
Yes, they repurpose. You
But
repurpose
yeah,
things.
we absolutely chop them up and repost.
I definitely agree, and I basically was mentioning those that like to record things, and then
Yeah.
they listen to it again, and they're like, "Oh, I don't like this. I'm going to do it again." No, man, just get after it, drop it
Yeah.
out there, and let the world see what you're doing because you're only going to get better. You're going to have more competence because you know what's going on, how to do things on video, but then you're going to be more confident, and it comes across with the
Right.
passion that you have.
And that's like one of the things I wanted to talk about today was online presence.
Yes.
How often should people be posting to their social media? How many platforms do you have on social media? I certainly have about 4 or 5 different platforms that I post to quite regularly, not as often as every day, but providing some sort of value or asking questions to create that engagement. So a lot of times, if people are just starting out, maybe posting once or twice a day, right? And look for those. I mean, there's a lot of scheduling tools out there, which I'm not fond of a lot of them because they'll put out suggested times to post, which can be helpful, but not always. I think the thing is, like for Facebook and Instagram, for instance, they've gotten a little savvy to these online
Yep.
schedulers. And so they'll circumvent your posting and not share it as much. So if you're doing it manually and you actually take the time to do it manually, you have better chances of people seeing your content. So, and, like we were saying, video is really what gets results. And one thing that I think online press is really important is to develop the 3 pillars of sales, which is the know, like, and trust factor. All right. As you project your content and put it out there, people start to get to know you, right? And they see your
Hmm.
stuff or they don't see your stuff. But as long as you're engaging with your audience and commenting and liking on their posts, they're going to see that algorithm's going to let them see your content. So now, once they get to know you, and as long as you're posting good content, they'll start to like you. And what comes with when you like somebody, you begin to trust them. So no matter what field that you're in, whether it's real estate or, insurance or mortgages, that's important, right? No, like, and trust. Definitely.
That's value right there. And you can get that with video because it comes across the real you. And it's important that whatever content you're doing is like Charlie was saying, consistent. Like every morning I'm doing a motivational quote. That's every single morning I do it. Oh, I don't have time to do it. And I'm like, wait, I'm a full-time teacher. I'm
Mhm.
married. I have kids. I have my businesses, but it's all about taking action, finding the time, and putting it into in creating a habit. When
Yeah.
you create the habit, it's not work, it's fun.
Yeah.
That's why I consistently do it.
A couple of my clients, I have, in bringing them on as clients, I kind of help them in a kind of coaching aspect, but not a full blown coach. You know, I,
Hmm.
I encourage them to do things. This is what maybe you should be trying. For your audience, and I have a couple of them. They do post super regularly, and I got on them about getting out there and putting video together. So now they're posting video, maybe not quite every day, but they're still just throwing a piece of content out there, saying hi to your audience, welcoming the day, whatever the cordial, uh, you know, what am I trying to say? The greetings of the day,
Yep.
Yeah,
And your
absolutely.
gratitude, maybe you're feeling a lot of gratitude, but I always challenge people, do a live every single day, 30 days, and watch what it does to you. Oh, I don't have time. I can't do it. It's the simplest thing. Like Charlie was saying, it could be in the morning. I always tell people, if you're in the business world, if you pulled into your office, get out, have it so that you can see your office branding in the background. Say who you are, what you're up to that day, that you're going to be in the office from boom, 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 whatever time to whatever time. And I can't wait to have a conversation with you today. Do that every single day. And people will be like, I need to work with this person. He's consistent, or she's consistent, and he's all focused on branding. He's all about consistency. And that's who I want to work with. But I challenge people out there, try it for 30 days, and I guarantee it's going to change you, your life, and your business.
Another thing that people can really do is join different Facebook groups, and not so much to, just to kind of see what other people are doing. Yeah. It's always great to emulate successful people. And if you see people that are very present on social media, that do have a lot of videos, or have, you wonder where they find the time in the day to post all this crap, right? Like this really good content. But it's like you said, it only takes a little bit here and there, and you just, boom, you share it. And I think if people kind of follow those successful people and emulate that they can develop good habits in becoming successful themselves. So and these people are very in tune to the industry that they're in, right? And they know that they're doing it so much that they've been in practice. So it's helping. So, they've learned to optimize their Facebook profiles or social media profiles. And, that's super important. Everybody has, I'll just give you an example. So, on someone's Facebook regular personal profile or their business profile, a lot of people don't have the right imaging, the right information. It's always, what you want to have is clear and professional looking, photos. Okay. Show your professionalism, show what business you're in, highlight what it is that you do for people. Right. And by doing this, you're creating that business profile, right? And you want to list everything and talk about things that you do, list your links. How can they contact you? Here's something that a lot of people don't really understand is when you go to somebody's profile, they have a cover photo, right? You can click on that cover photo and it takes you to like a little side dialogue box. So if there's any dialogue associated with that picture, then you can read it, right? So in my industry, what I like to do is, and I teach my, clients to do, is create that banner, that cover photo with something like a button so that people would actually click on it. And what it does, it puts them right into that section, and you can have your whole little bio just laid out with links to, pieces of valuable content, how to book a call with you. These are ways to optimize your profile and create and make it like a landing page, right? And that's organic, right? So you're not even having to pay for anything. And if you share your stuff and you see, people go to your profile and they see that, oh, it's a button. Wow. Everyone loves to click buttons, right?
For sure.
Right? So
for sure.
I'm gonna click on the button. Where is that going to take me? And sure as hell, then it's going to, you just create it in a little, using Canva, any one of those, creative tools. So the button's a good thing. Yeah.
Now, with the using Canva, using images, does someone have to be a phenomenal photographer to make images like be amazing?
No. And it's funny because for the people that don't have Canva out there, and then there's people that do, it doesn't cost very much to even, and I'm in no way affiliated with Canva, but I just love the program myself. There's filters, there's shadowing, you can do background removal. So you can take yourself out of any image and put yourself into any other image, create a little, kind of like what I did for our podcast. I created a couple pieces of content and I did that right in Canva. So you can, and listen, they have tons of different types of templates to use no matter what social media platform you're on. And so they're all, those platform friendlies. and that's great, and so it doesn't take much. I do offer a kind of a course on how to do this stuff and optimizing your profile and using Canva to create content. I've come up with a template that is designed to create 30 days of content in 30 minutes. All you have to do is drag and drop the photos and they'll load right in, change your color scheme, add your own text, your own font to it. And there it is, but it's all done for you. You can literally spend a half an hour filling up this and then just, having it all set to go so that each day you've got 30 days of content. So, like Instagram stories and Facebook stories, and then, just a regular posting, so like just sold or just on the market or coming soon or closed, open house, any of those things that you're going to feature what your listing is or a property that you're looking to move out, or, anything like that. So, and it's content, it's fodder.
And that will definitely help those that are watching, those that don't take action as often. This could be set it and forget it. You can just take this information, set up your content for 30 days with this, and have action. You just put it out there and watch what it does to you. If you're interested in this, definitely check out and contact Charlie. Make sure that you have a conversation with him about this. I know you work a lot. Respiratory therapist, you have your business. Do you travel? What do you do for fun?
I do. So I'm a firm believer in working hard, but playing harder. And I'm constantly growing. And, I have mentors and I have coaches. And I think development of yourself, if you want to go somewhere. I mean, I'm not one of these, constant going to the next coach, to the next coach, to the next coach. I'm very particular. I mean, I've been with a group right now, the GSD group, which is a fantastic group. Get shit done, basically.
Yeah.
And it's a great group because it's like a family environment, and has really helped me in the last 2 years grow my business and basically make me work smarter, not harder. And then a personal coach that me through and body, having a personal trainer, and just and business and what can I do to work on my generational wealth or set myself up for retirement. I mean, I'm not getting younger. I mean, I know I look pretty young, but I'm going to be 56 this year. So
dang, that's awesome, man.
So I'm out there hustling, and doing what I need to do. And I'm having fun while I'm doing it. So, I work at the hospital 3 days a week, which is great. It allows me to, work on my business as I need to during the week. I have a great team of employees that do fantastic work for me. And, I love it. I love it. So we're planning on doing plenty of traveling. I got a couple of trips planned for this year so far. And next year is the Big 10 anniversary. So I'm looking to take the wife to Greece.
Oh man, that's going to be awesome. Now, with the traveling, with personal development, I like what you just talked about, personal development, and then the physical health, getting yourself healthy and having a personal trainer. What are some areas that you focus on with your personal development? Are you reading books? Are you listening to podcasts? Are you, I know you have your mentors, but what other areas? How are you getting this content, the ability to control and do that?
I read some books or audio books. I have this problem. I have ADD, right? And so it's hard for me to sit there and read a book because then I fall asleep. So if I want to go to sleep at night, I could read a book. I'm out with like 10 minutes. But I found through trial and error that if I sit there and read the book aloud to myself, with nobody around, obviously, that actually works for me. And I comprehend it because I'm hearing the words. I'm not inside my head, right? So, and it's about starting with those. We talked some time ago on another one of your shows about non-negotiables.
Yes.
And those non-negotiables in the morning, I get up. One of the first things I do actually when I get out of bed, before I get out of bed, is, and I don't do it all the time, but I just say, I try to do it as much as possible, is kind of have a mindset meditation and kind of prepare myself for the day. And then I make my bed. You got to do
There you
one
go.
thing completely when you wake up in the morning, right? So you make your bed. You've accomplished something, right? And then I've been doing the gym like 3 days a week, sometimes four. I'm probably the healthiest that I felt in a long time. So, but those non-negotiables is, my affirmations, also positive affirmations. I have to say them to myself every day and say them out loud, and using an I, okay? Because once you say the I word, okay, like I am this and I am that and I will this and I will that, the I registers in the brain, okay? And then it causes it to really seed in the mind. And so you're manifesting what you want to project. So
What you just said, Deanna, who is on this, and you have to connect with her. She's part of the Webtalk Legends. She
mhm.
is focused on affirmations, mindset training. She was on a prior podcast. Definitely want to check her out because she is really focused on bringing that kind of value
Mhm.
on the. She has a channel that we been posting on. I know Scott Gerard said that he wants to meet you because he likes what you're saying as far as creating content and everything else. So we definitely, Deanna and Scott, definitely have to reach out to Charlie.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely. And you can also, I don't know if they're in real estate at all, but even if you want to kind of take advantage of the content that I provide and these templates, just DM me, or if you want to join my real estate group, it's called Rising Stars of Real Estate on Facebook. So, that's a great place to grab all that.
And that's, again, we talked about having the groups. The powerful thing with groups is now you're creating your own community
Yeah,
and you're able to be consistent in there. You can sell things in there, you can promote things, but it's important that you understand this too. You never put links in your post. If you put links in your posts, Facebook will never share it. WebTalk will allow it. You have no problems doing that.
gotcha.
In a group, you can put it in a group post and
Right,
you can share it to different groups and it'll be fine. But
right,
if you put it on your personal page or business page and have that link, like a YouTube link or your website, no, it won't. Nobody will see it. You just wasted your time. You
right.
just did a post. But doing something, content, you be creative in that post and say
Mhm.
see comments below, and that's where you
Yeah,
put your link.
yeah,
That's where a lot of
absolutely.
people lose that. They forget.
Yeah. And another thing that people can do is, when I say join a group, like a Facebook group or something, don't just limit yourself to one group. I mean, when I come up with content, I post to a lot of relative groups through my industry. Okay. And the key is to not post spammy stuff. Don't try to self promote or sell, but you kind of, in a nonchalant way, you ask questions. Ask like weird questions that you can get answers to, or you could just make a statement like, I'm on a mission to help, 5 realtors, crush it this year and GCI over 100,000. Who's with me? You know what I mean? It's I'm not selling anything particular, but I'm getting people to engage, and we call that it's, it's a perfect stranger method. It's what it's called. And the thing is, if you get people to comment, you don't immediately like message them back. You ask permission to DM them. It keeps it polite. It keeps the moderators happy that you're not, selling stuff. And,
Hmm.
you're still going to get those people that post those spammy Bitcoin and things in groups, which I'm sure you've seen. And I've had to actually, block people out of my group for posting that kind of crap too. But it does happen. But that's just a tip on how to do that.
Here's some more. If you're on webtalklegends.com, we have phenomenal Learn with Legends. We have it's called, if you go to Webtalk Legends /challenges, you can get and take part in away, and there's about 14 groups that are in there. Over 2 million people that you can drop your content to consistently, and get involved with challenges, grow your, we call it a 1K followers. We can grow it on any platform. If you take what we do on Web Talk and apply it to YouTube, uh, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I don't use Twitter. It will work. This stuff works if you do it consistently and create those habits.
Right. Right. It's a shame. It's, when you think about it, it's like, why do they have to be so regulatory? Right? Why can't we just post the links and stuff that we want and get people to see our stuff? And why does it have to be so hard? And then a lot of times people get their accounts shut down for no reason.
Yep.
I've had my business Instagram got shut down in October, and I have been email after email after email and jumped through hoops to do what they asked to try and get it back, because I had a lot of content on there, and I had over 2,500 followers, and I lost all that. So now I'm posting everything on my personal, and I've been really I have to be really careful, because don't want to get flagged for spam and going against guidelines and all that crap. It's like, it's a pain.
We actually did a thing about censorship, myself and Scott Gerard, in our videos, and we talk about that and how powerful you can use Web Talk. You don't have that problem, but all the other ones you do. And it's something that some people are getting it. They're starting to understand it. And the power I've found is just the amount of new people you can meet. You can meet tons of people online. It's tough. I know you go networking face to face. You were out smoking some cigars. What's your favorite cigar?
I like my Monte Cristos, but I really like my Fuentes. I really like those. Yeah.
I know it's not the healthiest habit to have, but it gets people around others, right?
You're not inhaling.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
No, but just getting around other people, those that are at cigar bars usually have money, and that's the mentality that people should start understanding. Maybe if you play golf, you're going to be speaking to people that make money. They are owning businesses. This allows you to have conversations while you're golfing, while you're having cigars.
I think it's the least favorite thing for me is to do outreach and networking online, and through the social media process. I have a VA that we have a program that reaches out to people, sends them messages, basic hi, hello, how are you, looking to connect, that kind of thing. And then we continue the conversation from there once we've gotten replies. But listen, I can set, let's say 15 appointments a week to speak with people, and 3/4 of them end up no showing. So I like myself going to these network events and shaking hands. I love it. Even with the pandemic being subsided, and, listen, let's be smart, be safe, whatever. But still being able to go to these events to talk to people face to face, because it's not the same. Your texts get lost in translation, and now you're able to get to know somebody. And then if you find that you have some common ground, then you can share your story and share what you do. But it's still, like I said, permission based. Once you develop the rapport with somebody, then it's about asking them, hey, do you mind if I, tell you a little bit about what I do? And you go from there. They could say, well, I'm really not interested in anything. I'm just here to hang out. Hey, no problem. Let's have a beer. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. So that's what I like about in-person networking. And, one of the other things we were talking about with presence and everything, and neutrality on your walls, right?
Yes.
I'm a firm believer that people need to stay neutral, no matter what your side of the fence you're on, side of the aisle you're on, what religion you are. You can be proud of what you do, what you are, and your heritage and whatnot. But I look at things as everybody that's on social media to me can be a potential client. So keeping my personal opinions, and most of them anyway, but to myself, and not projecting a one-sided view, that's like 50% of the people are gone, because they don't want anything to do with you because, oh, you're this way and you're that way and whatnot. So it's really important, I feel, to stay on that neutral basis and, kind of try to accommodate. And once you get to know people, if they're jerks, then you write them off and you delete them. That's all.
It's their loss, if they
Absolutely.
mess up, like you always want to have those conversations, learn from it, and then continue growing. If they're not growing with you, I'm sorry, you move on and you get into bigger and better things.
We had a saying when I was in the Marine Corps, was lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. That's it.
It's what you have to live by. You have to live by. Otherwise, you have all these extra stresses. You don't need it. Is there any final thoughts you can share with us tonight, Charlie?
Well, number one, follow me. I appreciate that. I think that, these kind of discussions are important to have. And it's great that we have these platforms that we can share this information with lots of people. Some people get those little nuggets out of things that we share. And that's what it's all about, is providing value for your audience. And I hope that I provided a little bit of value in what we spoke about today. And maybe, they'll follow me a little bit more and see what else I have coming down the line, which, we're going to be venturing into a little more. Like I said, with my marketing agency, if you want to know more about what I do, we do lead generation. I have a completely built out CRM system that I've customized that has complete automation and follow-up systems built into it, which is really great, as well as providing personalized websites for people in that platform to basically, when somebody goes to your website, has clicked on your information, they automatically become a lead in your system. So it's a really handy dandy tool like that. And one of the other things is we're starting to do a bit more of, we're going to do virtual tours, video tours, like for real estate agents. And, we're going to get into doing more like headshots and branding videos for agents as well. So, feature them on a listing. And, so if they want to get a little flashy, it's going to be something that's going to be fantastic. So I can't wait. Yeah.
No, well done, man. I appreciate you coming on today. Definitely have massive value that was shared. Those that are just jumping on now, I apologize. You're going to have to wait until this uploads, and you have to make sure you start it from the beginning because it's lots of value. Take some notes, play it again and again. If you found it valuable, please share this live. And if you're interested in getting on the podcast, reach out to me. I would love to have you share your story too.
And here's two things, just want to finish it to tell everybody out there, is two things that are really important: stay consistent and stay committed. If you can keep those going, then you can do anything.
I find that very, very true. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate each and every one of you popping on today. We hope you have an awesome rest of your day.